All right, everybody. So I'm going to make this really, really kind of short, if only because episodes 5 and 6 are out already. So I just want to do a little video over 3 and 4 before I can make another video going over 5 and 6. So what I wanted to say mostly about episodes 3 and 4 of Velma is they are... I don't want to say that they're great, but they're moving in a better direction than episodes 1 and 2 had. Episode 1 and 2 were very, very almost like hateful in the way a lot of their jokes were structured, very negative all the time. It was just a very negative set of episodes. 3 and 4 still have that to a degree, especially in 4. But I think 3 is actually a good episode. I'll actually say that. I think 3 was actually a good episode. It wasn't amazingly funny or anything, but I did find myself giving an occasional chuckle every now and again. And it was mostly just about the characters and carrying on the story of what Velma has been about. And not to say that the story is great or anything, but hey, at least episode 3 had a lot less meta stuff in it, and it was a lot more focusing on the story that they were trying to develop. Episode 3 is mostly about Velma and Daphne, their relationship past when they had that first kiss, right? And so they're trying to gauge each other's feelings for one another and whether or not they actually, it's not the most entertaining stuff in the world, but it's at least a story. It's a semblance of them trying to build these characters, and I can appreciate that because, again, the first 2 episodes were not much of that. But I think that the third episode does a great job of just really exploring the characters, because you really get kind of more of Norville too. Norville tries to kind of explore himself as a psychiatrist or a therapist. A therapist, as he gets his father's cardigan shirt or whatever, right? And he starts. And I think it was kind of funny that how every time he put it on, it was like this, everybody had to, it was almost like Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, right? And anytime they saw him wearing the cardigan, they had to tell him whatever their deepest, darkest secret was. And I thought that was funny. I really thought that was funny. And I do think it's interesting. I don't know if a lot of people have talked about this yet. Norville's dad actually does kind of look like Shaggy, to a degree. I think that that's interesting too. I don't know. I'm sure that's some kind of how do you call it? Like when they're throwing you a bone. I'm sure there's some kind of, or Easter egg. I'm sure there's some kind of Easter egg. But I thought that was very interesting too. And the fact that Fred is still in jail. He's kind of getting used to it now. They had a corny joke towards the end where he finally gets out. And his mom is there to pick him up. And I guess he had a mark on his cheek. And she goes to get the mark off. He goes, "Mom, not in front of my gang." I just find the comedy in this to be like that would have been funny if this was a Cartoon Network show, right? But to have that kind of a joke intermixed with all of these political jokes, racial jokes, adult humor, to have those kinds of really kiddish jokes are very kind of thrown off the mark. It just kind of makes it a bit awkward. But I kind of want to go into episode 4 now. So going into episode 4, we get to hear a lot more about Daphne, about how Daphne's really trying to investigate her missing parents. This is kind of more about that, and it's kind of more about is Daphne's missing parents and Velma's missing mother, are they related? Is there some type of correlation there? And it hints at it, so we're not sure if that's where the story's going to go. But it's interesting to see that they hint at that. Let's see. Velma offers to make a list ranking each. Oh, yeah. And then so they have an interesting contest kind of thing. So it's kind of discovered that the person who's been killing everybody they're killing whoever's hot, right? So they're trying to find the girls in school that are classified as the hottest girls, and they're trying to make them unattractive so that the killer doesn't kill them. But what's interesting is the girls are almost missing the point of why they're doing that, and they just keep trying to be the hottest ones. They're trying to prove a point. They're trying to prove that they're hot and hotter than everybody else, when they're not understanding that that's what's going to get them killed, because that's who the killer is looking for. Is looking for the hottest girls in school or whatever. I thought that was funny, actually, but at the same time, it was kind of stupid. But it's that type of humor that's like, it's so dumb that it's kind of funny. I think that's pretty much it that I kind of wanted to talk about for these 2 episodes. Like I said, I just want to make this video kind of short and brief because episodes 5 and 6 are out already. So I do want to watch those and get a review in for those later this week before episode 7 comes out. But yeah, guys, tell me what you guys thought about these 2 episodes down below. And like always, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.